that you were reading. That it is the Song of Solomon. And here's the passage. It comes from chapter 2, verse 1. And it is the bride that is speaking here, the woman. She says, I am a rose of Sharon, a lily of the valleys. Now, one of the things that you should know about this is, what is Sharon? It could be a woman's name, right? But it is a place, a particular place. And here on a map, we've got Israel here. And the plain of Sharon is along the coast. Down at the bottom is the Dead Sea. It's the Sea of Galilee that's kind of up at the top. And in between, where these mountains are, along the what's called Palestine, is this plain of Sharon. It is a fertile plain. If you would like to live along the coast, and enjoy the weather that's there and all of that, well, this would be the kind of place that you would want to live. Our projector does not do it justice, right? But it's just this beautiful place. And what's being mentioned here are the wildflowers that grow there. The wildflowers that grow. Now, what kind of flower really was it? Translators have a difficult time, and we're talking about passages that now are over 3,000, between 3,000 and 4,000 years old. And if you were trying to translate those languages to today and come up with something specific like the variety of flower, when flowers have changed, right? Some. It might be difficult, and it is difficult to know what's being referred here to these particular flowers. But there is a response from the groom or the man in regards to this. When she says this, it seems that what she said is a beautiful thing. But the marriage relationship and even the engagement between the bride and the bridegroom in Scripture is also about our relationship with God. It's one of the foundational parts of that relationship. When you think about, for example, creation in the book of Genesis, woven within creation is the idea that when Adam was alone, this was not good, and out of his rib, out of his side, God makes a woman. And at the end of all of this, he says, now this is very good. And this marital relationship is more than just a relationship between two people that might care about one another. It is a foreshadowing of our relationship with God and what He intends with us as well. It's something that's beautiful. And so often when people read the Song of Solomon, they're also thinking about our relationship with God. And what's beautifully communicated in it becomes beautifully communicated in our relationship with Jesus. But Jesus is the one that supplies all of the beauty. You see, in our marriages, we fall far short. If any of us who are married or who've been married were to take our marriage and say, now this is what God is communicating about relationship with us, we'd all probably step back for a moment and go, well, wait a second. It's really just His grace that sustains it. But it is a beautiful picture in all of its struggles, all of the difficulties that you might share over a lifetime, all of the things encompasses. It falls short. Jesus' grace is the thing by which it stands. In the book of Matthew, chapter 22, verses 29 through 32, there was some Sadducees who were questioning Jesus. Now, these Sadducees, they were kind of like we'll call them the theological liberals of their day. That's